Yeah, that's interesting. It was interesting for me, kind of starry-eyed going into a psychology degree, thinking this is all hard science, rigorous type stuff, and you realize there's a ton of political bias influencing it. I don't know if you're familiar with Theodore Adorno's authoritarian personality, and you think, okay, right wingers are just naturally authoritarian, and left wing people can't be, and then you realize it's basically just all made up. And there's so many areas of the field are tainted. Did you have kind of an aha moment, or did you kind of slowly kind of realize this as you're going along, or were you skeptical the whole time?
Curious and inquisitive, but certainly when things got very woke, starting about, well, really, really, to be honest with you, during Trump's first term, was when you started to see this reaction in academia to, I don't know if it was just specifically to him, but the leftists in academia just kind of got more petulant. And then, of course, in 2020, things blew out of control. It's interesting you bring up authoritarianism and Adorno, because that's a lot of the current work I'm doing now has to do with left-wing authoritarianism and looking at different measures that have been developed to measure the authoritarian personality, Costello's work and Luke Conway's work. So that's actually what I'm going to be doing in the new year, is a lot of work around how does authoritarianism as a general construct, not just right-wing, but that can encompass both right-wing and left-wing authoritarianism, how does that relate to mental illness? And so we can really unpack what's the sort of signature of left-wing authoritarianism? I think it's going to end up being their relationship to a particular personality psychopathology, but I'll see what happens. But I would say, to answer your question more specifically, it was basically, things just got more woke progressively, and you start saying, what's going on? Particularly, for example, around gender insanity, so